Hi, I'm Mr. Hinojosa. Today we're going to talk about all the different percussion supplies that you should have in your stick bag along with your practice pad. First of all, you're going to have a stick bag and you're going to want to label it. Some of you might actually have a label that comes with your bag, or you can just use a fabric marker and put your name on it. They all kind of look the same, and so we don't want to get them mixed up. You're going to have a set of mallets. Okay, you should have 2 pair of snare drum sticks. You should have a pair of yarn mallets that will be used for our marimba and also our xylophones. Okay, and then you will also have a hard plastic mallet that we'll use for our bells and our xylophone also. Okay, one last pair that you may or may not have are these timpani sticks, and they kind of look fuzzy. Okay, and these are the sticks that you're going to be using throughout the year. Now, the other thing that you'll have in your possession is a snare drum, a practice pad with a stand. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, what you're going to want to do is label all your mallets and sticks, okay? That's going to be important because, again, our mallets and our sticks all kind of look the same and they can easily get mixed up or get lost, okay? We don't want that to happen. We don't want you to have to replace them several times throughout the year. Here are 2 simple ways to mark your sticks and mallets. All you need is a Sharpie and some painter's tape. For the snare drum sticks, I like to go ahead and use a Sharpie, and I mark it at the end of the stick so that it's not going where I'm going to grab it and then it wear away. So I like to put my first initial and my last name so it's no confusion as to who these sticks belong to. My mallets, I like to use a painter's tape and then also include my first initial and last name to also mark whose these belong to. Now be careful when handling your yarn mallets. We don't want to touch the tip with our hands because that will cause them to fray more than they need to. So just be careful there, and a heads up on that. Now, with our plastic mallets, same thing. Piece of painter's tape, first and last initial, and it's okay if I touch the head of this because it's just made out of plastic. And same thing, I want to keep the marking of my name towards the head of the mallet so that it's not going to be where I'm grabbing it. To label your practice pad, use your Sharpie marker and label it on the underside with your first initial and last name. For the practice pad stand, you can also use a Sharpie marker and some painter's tape to label that. If you happen to have an engraver, you can obviously engrave your name on the pad and it'll be even more permanent. And that's all you need to do to label your drum pad and your practice pad stand.